interpreter was
I love it. Yes, I will.
off the wall, I would tell the interpreter, ask the colonel how long he was in Egypt. And then he comes back and he said, his children were born here. Okay. And you know, said, did the colonel ever serve time in Iraq, or did he ever train in Iraq? The colonel's wife is from Iraq. Dear God, this dinner goes on forever. You think somebody's got to be through eating here sooner or later. And so I went back. When we got back, told my supervisor, I said, look, I'm not taking that guy again. I will go by myself and act as an observer before you give me this.
Hand language would be better.
And just because you. And one other time, the only word I remember, what was it? Non meant no. We had a major, we had an interpreter,
It should be broken.
and I would say something to the interpreter. He would tell the major. The major would tell the interpreter, and then the major would scream, "No, no, no!" Because the interpreter said, "No, that's not what I said." Because the major spoke a little English, and he said, "No, no." And it went on and on and on. Finally, I told my team leader, I said, "Got to leave. We can't do this." So Donnie, the team leader, told the major, perhaps at another day, another time. And Donnie said, I should have ended that sooner. See, in Iraq, we had some really bad interpreters, just really bad. And it was, our company hired them from the Army. The Army had a pool. The Army took the best ones. Like they'd have 30. And they'd have like 10 left over, so here.
Cheers, you know what's left.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elaine. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
I'm so self-conscious of making Thank you, Dwanna. Love you. Okay,
One more
let's have
time.
some cake and...
With feeling.
I didn't see you sing, you got to sing by yourself.
That?
There's
Oh, here's the off.
No, the on and off is this one.
Oh, hello. Gosh, I'm screwing everything up now.
That's okay. Doesn't
281.
matter.
Hope that's where it was.
Put it back maybe on that.
This
No,
one.
you're right. I think you had it right. Yeah, that's right.
Auto, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Cars.
off? I don't know.
You get to this side of Falfurous. And I understand that the Border Patrol cannot stop a person unless they have cause.
Anybody, yeah, you have to have probable cause to stop anybody.
Highway Patrol, all he has says, hey, it looked like you had a bad light. So they work very close.
That's his probable
Border
cause.
Patrol.
Yeah.
Over in 77, Kennedy County will not support the Highway Patrol. So the Highway Patrol don't work there. But you go to Clagburg County, Kingsville, the county got a federal grant, and they have about 10 black cars that says task force on it for drugs. And they're always patrolling there, Clagburg County. But in Kennedy County, just south of there, the Highway Patrol, the JP or whoever it is, will not cooperate with the Highway Patrol.
What's wrong with on and off?
I like, you know, one here, I'm good.
Yeah.
First, I couldn't get it to go because I don't have much strength to turn it. Finally, had to call Alan. He come and turn it this way. Well, it was going, but it was too hot, and we wanted to turn it off. He couldn't turn it off there. They've got a little, about an eighth of an inch crack from the outside in, and the water was flowing all over. And today, I thought I was careful. I went out in the hall, and there was a big puddle out in the hall, and I thought, my gosh.
Is this you're talking about your hotel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'd go there again.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
But wasn't that fun? Did you have fun?
No, I didn't have fun.
Is there a particular motel that y'all stay at, or just whatever's available?
Where?
When you travel on your bike?
No, just wherever we kind of.
When you get tired, huh?
Yeah, we try to just look.
Or he's ready to pass out,
Yeah.
you know, or... We were traveling with them one time, and we stopped at one of these stations where when you go into the new state, you know.
Alabama.
And Dan and I walked past him, and we looked at each other, and one and both of us said, he doesn't look good. We've been...
You didn't.
the straps were down. I just turned around and ran to the manager, Pakistani or Indian. I said, I just had my bag stolen. You just told me 2 hours ago you hadn't had any problem here. I don't have any rain gear at all. Well, we don't have anything but fire insurance. I said, I don't care. I said, call the police. Well, no, we're not going to do that. So I told her, well, you stay here. Don't you go nowhere. I'm going to go and look and see. They might have thrown it in the bushes. So I'm walking back there, and there's 2 young boys walking on the top. We're on the bottom floor. They're walking top. And I start over there, and I just keep right with them. And then the stairs at the end. And they come down the stairs, and they're looking over at me. I'm looking in the bushes over here. And about that time they get there, and they start to go around the back of the motel. And I just take out running towards them. And boy, they both start running, and they run right by the manager. I run in there out of breath. See those 2 boys that crossing the street right there? They were up there trying to break in to your motel. I just caught them, and there they go. You see them running. And I call the police. Okay, so I called the police. Police came by. So sorry, this isn't a very nice neighborhood. I said, I see that now, but it's kind of late. I'll sit out there all night. Because I said, you know, of course I couldn't sleep. They had stolen it. So the next morning we were going to the Air Force Museum, and I go in that and tell that guy I'm so mad. I said, look, I want $200 for the stuff that was stolen off my back. Well, we don't have. I said, it's going to cost you a lot more than $200 by the time I get through with you. I want it by 4 o'clock. You understand? I'm sorry, I can't. We leave, we go to the museum. I get a phone call. I've got your check here for $200. Where do you want me to mail it? I said, I don't want you to mail it. I'm coming there right now to pick it up. I've got to buy $200 worth of rain gear to get home. I'm a long way from. Okay, I said, you hold that check right there, I'll be right there. So we go in, sure enough, he's got the check. I said, now, where can I cash it? Well, my bank's right down there. So we go down to the bank. I want to cash this check right now.
Excuse me.
And she said, well, it's going to cost you $5 because you don't have an account here. Whatever. I got $195. We go to the poor Honda place, and I am still, I guess, red in the face and almost in tears. And the guy felt so sorry. He said, "Now this is $100. I'll give it to you for $50." Because I told him my story. This is $25. We'll give it to you for $12.50. This. By the time we got through, I still had.
It was exactly $195.
$195.
I got a jacket. He got a pants and a jacket thing.
And we had enough left over for a cover.
And we got a new bag.
A new bag.
To put the stuff in.
Yeah. And
Well,
so
you were lucky.
I said, from now on, all I do is we get to the motel and you put that bag on. They don't know, what's under there. They don't know what kind of bike it is or anything. So I feel secure. A lot of people put locks on their wheels, and I just put that cover on usually. We don't have it with us this time. It's pretty big, about that big.
You're in a bad neighborhood right now.
I know. I know.
Hey, well, you talk about banks. We went up to Fort Smith. I went up to Greenwood, Texas, Arkansas, buried my dad, and he had put me on his bank account up there, so take care of it. He had about $3,500 in the account. So we went in there, my brother and my son and I went in there and introduced myself. I says, I've got an account here I can sign on O.T. Boone. He came back and said, we're sorry, but he took your name off of that. I said, okay, no problem. I said, it just had to go through probate. I said, all I want to do is transfer that money down here to the funeral home. Oh, no problem.
In that case, your name's back on it.
They just wrote a check out to the funeral home for $3,500.